Hello, my name is Gloria, and I will be talking about my responses to the professional dispositions of learners survey that we took as part of our assignment. Based on my understanding of my own dispositions, I feel that I currently possess several that make me a successful teacher. First and foremost, I believe children are born curious about their environment. They are an open canvas, and creativity is one of my favorite activities to encourage in children because you can learn a lot about them in a short period of time, even without asking questions, which is helpful if the child is nonverbal. Second, my dedication to the profession of teaching early childhood special education is extremely high. I have had personal experiences with my own children receiving special education services, as well as children in my care. Those experiences, positive and negative, have shaped my vision of what I feel is required to be a special education teacher, and it's not something that someone should take lightly. The compassion I have for the exceptional child and their families is very deep, and I believe that being sensitive to their needs and well-being is by building trusting working relationships that supports the child holistically. I definitely have respect for the diversity of others. In my previous career, my clients came from all walks of life, but a majority of them were homeless, had several severe mental health challenges and or substance use disorders, and no support system other than the counselors at the agency. This experience gave me so much insight to looking deeper and beyond what is being presented and take nothing at face value. The community I live in has a high incidence of families with these challenges, and the children need us to be fair and understanding of their situations in order for them to feel supported in their journey to success. Finally, this leads me to believe all students can learn, and providing realistic expectations along the way and advocate for their needs. Considering my previous work as a counselor, the disposition that I need to work on to grow as an educator begins with reflecting on my experience, which at this point is very limited, or from almost 10 years ago in an actual formal school setting. I will need more time in the classroom, taking classes and speaking with mentors to become more of a seasoned teacher. I also will need to work on or learn decision-making strategies when it comes to some ethical issues. I do know and completely understand that we need to always refer to the professional code of ethics, although there are situations that may come up which may need an instant decision. My experience as a mother and grandmother can be an asset, but it also can be a liability, in that there are times where I feel like my response may come from a motherly or a grandmotherly point of view, and it needs to come from an educator's point of view and an ethical point of view. I need to work on thinking before I speak more often, is what it comes down to. I also need to work on my community involvement again. I was a PTA president of my kids' elementary school for over 5 years and was extremely involved. I knew all the businesses and organizations that would support our children's access to educational resources, but now I rarely leave home and have been disconnected from the community as it relates to the education of preschool and elementary ages. Advocacy is something I'm wanting to get back into. The expectations of a professional in the field of education are to continually uphold these dispositions that include values, commitments, professional ethics, professional development, and growth, and professional conduct of educators. I will uphold these expectations by continually reflecting on my experiences and revisiting the literature regarding dispositions to be certain that I am not becoming complacent and look for changes that can be made in my own behaviors and practices. Also, I will attend classes, seminars, and other professional development activities to stay current with the best and evidence-based practices to meet the needs of my students to the best of my ability, and to maintain current information on the laws that seem to be changing all the time. That's the end of my presentation, and my resources came from the professional dispositions information and the in-task. Thank you, and sorry about the airplanes and my grandson screaming. This was the closest time I could get to being able to complete this task. Thank you.